Hey guys, General Tabby here, and today I just thought I'd try a different type of video where I show you the different mounts that I've collected in ESO and what I think their rarity is. I've noticed in a few other communities like World of Warcraft they have people that do videos on, the mounts that they've got and how rare they are and the rarest mounts in the game. So I don't really know the tier system as such without going into how the crates do it, but I'm just going to go through the mounts that I've got and how difficult they kind of were for me to get. So here we go, let's get into it. So first up is my zombie horse. Now this was actually the first mount that I purchased using gems in the store when I moved over to PC. So for a couple of Halloweens ago I decided to actually purchase this using gems. So in terms of rarity, because it cost about 100, so it wasn't the hardest to get. It took a bit of grinding with the crates to get enough gems to get it, but it wasn't super hard to obtain. But I like this mount. It was, like I said, it's the first I actually purchased with my gems in the game since moving over, so kind of an important one to me, and it's really good if you're wanting to make like a kind of necromancer undead character. So yeah, I like this one, and it wasn't super hard to obtain, so it's not the rarest of mounts that I've got, but it's one that I personally like. Now this one is the Sigic Escort Charger. Now this was actually part of an event where you had to have played the Somerset expansion, and there was an achievement you were meant to get, but when they just kind of went, actually no, if you've just been playing the game and you've purchased it at this point, we'll just give you this. It's a really nice horse. I do like it. You got the villa as well, and yeah, I appreciated it. It wasn't the hardest to obtain, it was quite easy, but obviously it cost real world money. So in terms of that, you had to actually kind of be there for it when it happened. So in terms of rarity, because I had Somerset, it wasn't the hardest to obtain, to be honest, but because it was part of an event, it means you can't get it again. So you had to kind of be there, and it's not really something that's going to come around again. So again, it is actually, in my eyes, quite a rare mount. Kind of a one chance mount. So yeah, I'd definitely put it quite a rare status. Following on with the trend of limited time events, here is the Twitch Prime mount. So this is for people who have Twitch Prime. I don't know if this reward will come round again, that's the only thing. I know Twitch Prime does sometimes replay their rewards, so it could come around again, but it means again you had to be part of a reward scheme to actually earn it. So it is not the easiest to obtain because you can't get it normally through game means, so you have to do it with an out of game source. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty rare, but definitely not the rarest of the ones we're going to be showing you today. Now this mount, I'm going to do all the Indrid mounts as a bulk, because there's no point going through all of them because you achieve them the same way. So I'm going to just show you guys this one, and obviously the spectral mount we can't get at this moment in time. I've seen a few people with it, but the last berry isn't even available for it yet. So I'm going to put them all as bulk. These are a in-game event mount, so you can get them by playing the game, and you don't need to do any you have to do grinding, but you don't have to rely on the chances of the crates or any other events. So in terms of rarity, I wouldn't say that they're rare just because everyone is capable of achieving them. It just depends how much time you want to put in. But yeah, I've put a fair amount of time into the events to get the tickets, to get these. I think they're really fun. I think the events are a really good idea, so I hope they keep doing them. But yeah, definitely not a super rare mount. Just depends how much time you have to put into the game, really. But yeah, I'd say all of the mounts in this series of Indrid mounts are they're really cool, and you can kind of pick and choose the ones that you want. So yeah, not the rarest, but a very cool idea. Now this mount again is part of a certain method of achieving mounts, like some of the other ones which I have, which I may not show just because they are very similarly obtained. And this is the camel that we actually got just for logging in. So this was a login bonus mount where you just got it for logging in for, I think it was the 27th day of the month. So yeah, there's a few mounts that have done like this. I think personally it's a really good idea. It encourages people to come in, log in, and then once they're in the game, obviously they may want to do things. So again, not super rare just because it was easily obtainable just by logging in each day, but it is a kind of one-time event mount. So again, it's not the easiest. Oh, hello. It's not the easiest just because you had to actually be there for that month logging in. If you missed it, that's it, it's gone. So it does have some rarity to it. It was easily obtainable, so you could have so many people with it, but the fact that you can't get it again does increase its value in my eyes. So yeah, it's even though a lot of people probably have it, I'm still not going to place it as a super common mount. Now here is the Rad Mafra. I believe I'm pronouncing that close-ish. And this is actually one of my favourite mounts. It is not an easily obtainable mount. This on my list is actually quite a rare mount in terms of you cannot obtain this in-game anymore. The only way to obtain it was to pre-purchase the Elsewhere expansion. So that means if you bought it and you didn't pre-purchase it, you still don't have it. You cannot get this mount in any other way from this point. So in my eyes, this is a very rare mount because it means you can't obtain it anymore, you can't obtain it in game, and you could only obtain it by doing one exact thing, and again, costs real world money in order to do this. So this is actually one of my favourites, and probably, in my eyes, one of the rarest mounts I have. Sadly, when I moved over from Xbox, I didn't bring my other rare mounts with me, but it's been kind of fun being able to start collecting them again and start from this point, or a few years ago, be able to start collecting the really exclusive rare mounts again. So I'm still enjoying it, and this is one of them exclusive rare mounts. So this is one of my top ones on the list, and it's also one of my favourites. It looks awesome, it shines blue, and yeah, I like the exclusivity of it. So yeah, definitely the top one on the list. Sticking with the theme of Elsewhere, this is another exclusive mount where you had to get the collector's edition of the game to get this exclusive mount. Again, it is, in my eyes, a very rare mount because you can no longer get it, and you can only get it in a certain way. Although you can upgrade to a collector's edition, so you can get it that way, you just can't earn it in-game. So it's not as rare as the bent horse, which I just showed you. This is humongous, and this is a rat cinch mount, and it is humongous. It looks awesome, it's incredible, and I'm so glad I got it. But again, it's not actually as rare, it is just one of my favourites. In terms of rarity, owning the collector's edition costs real world money, but it is still obtainable, and it isn't down to luck. So it's not the rarest of mounts at all in my collection, but I definitely place it above like the common ones you can earn in game by just getting to level 10 and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely in the mid range. It's a cool mount to have, but it means spending the real world money as well. So yeah, it's a tough one to place in tiers, but definitely worth having. Now we're actually getting quite close to the end of this list, and this is so close to being at the top. I nearly put it right at the top, but the catch is it cost real world money to get, so I can't deem it the top of the list because the other one came down to sheer luck, and I'm not going to say any more than that and spoil it. But this is Frostmare. This is one of my favourite mounts ever, and I actually used my birthday money because the event was on during that to purchase it, so I bought this with real world money, but it's not easily obtainable. You can't really earn it in game, and it is something you can only earn one way. So in terms of rarity, yeah, I would say this is a rare mount, and it's not easily obtainable, but it is so worth it. And I know some people will look at it and go, why did you spend real world money on it? But it's because it just looks awesome. I love like ice and frost themes, my Nord character. you know, is resistant to it, so it kind of matches my character, and I just really like having it. So yeah, definitely one of the top ones on my list, one of my favourites, but it is not the rarest of them. Now this is where things start to get really bad, because sometimes I get a mount and I forget how I got it, and that is the case with this one. So this Sench mount, the Clouded Spotted mount, I believe it's called. I should actually really double check that. I believe I got from Twitch drops by watching one of the Bethesda streams, and because they are, again, a kind of event you have to be there for, but I think they do sometimes replay the rewards. It does make it a bit of an exclusive mount. I just have a feeling they definitely will repeat this reward again, so I'm not going to put it there in top tiers. This is not one of the absolute favourites on my list. I really do like it. I just thought I'd throw it in there because there's some mounts I have and I don't know how I got them. Because it was easily obtainable, and I think they will repeat it. I'm not going to say it's a rare mount, but it is an exclusive one. For how I believe I got it, I could be wrong. I'm not going to show any mounts which I got from just playing the game from this point, and also ones included with certain DLC bundles. So the next mount is my favourite and my rarest mount. Now this mount is one that I absolutely lost my mind when I got. It took me a while to get, and yeah, it is the rarest mount I possess, and the one which I was stuck between this and another one, but having getting this one, I definitely enjoyed it. And here we are. It is the Flame Atronach Wolf, and it is incredible. I use this most of my time. I have a character who has the Bloodforge, like, kind of molten skin, and I use them with this all the time. This is my favourite mount. Definitely the rarest I've got. It wasn't one of the top tier ones you can get from the crates. It was the second to top, so it's not one of the special 4 ones you can get in crates which you can't buy. This is one of the 400 gem ones, so yeah, with it being such a rare epic mount, it's definitely the top of my list in terms of rarity, and my favourite, next to Frostmare, which is my other favourite. And here it is in all its glory, the Frost mount, the Flame Atronach mount even. But yeah, this is definitely my favourite. Well, that's it for now, guys. I really do want to start doing more videos like this, so I'm thinking of the next video being to do with the rare pets, and then we'll just kind of proceed with other in-game items, and even to do with things like motifs. So I would like to start doing them, and I'd like to start seeing more of this kind of stuff in the ESO community. I know obviously there are some people that do some stuff like this, but there's just not as much as some of the other communities, and I really love this game. So yeah, I am going to hopefully do more. Let me know in the comments what your rarest mounts are, because I really do actually want to know kind of what's out there, and get really jealous over it. But yeah, this is definitely my favourite mount. It's been nice to share it all with you, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Take care, as always. Also, if you are new around here, please do subscribe. It does help out a bunch, shows me this is the kind of content that people want to see, and encourages me to do it more, and I would love to start doing it more for you guys. So anyway guys, I will sign out. Bye.